balance. Today, we're going to focus on getting your body back into condition after you're sitting too long. So I've just been on a plane sitting like this. So as you can see, my lumbar's been crushed. Maybe I've been like this, maybe I've been like this, but in any case, there's been this kind of push down on my lumbar and my hip area. So we are going to focus on that and the back. So it's going to be a real anti-airplane workout. Then when we get to the Pilates part, we're going to do movements that also release that back. You're welcome. And then of course, stretches at the end. So this is going to be a class full of bringing our lumbar back into health. Now, you don't have to be on a plane if you sit and watch a movie. If you're working all day long, if there's any time that you're holding this position for more than 90 minutes, you really need to put roller in there, whether it's a 10-minute roller or a 40-minute roller like we're going to do today. So I'd like you to first sit on your roller with your head over to your tailbone, your ear, shoulder, hip alignment. You're on the floor, not on the mat. We're going to use the mat later. You want as much roll as possible and nothing to hiccup and hit it through. So just back and forth on your glutes to just warm up the hips. So when you push on this part opens. So you pull on the glutes, this part opens. So you're flattening your feet and bringing them up as you roll back and forth and you're breathing. 8 of them. 7. 6. I need to be a little bit more on this. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right, let's take ourselves with our hands behind us and slip onto the tailbone right here and then go up and down the lumbar, straight up and down with our feet close together. Now, right now, it's not going to do much except warm up the area, create a nervous system connection so that we can start to do things that are more directed. Let's do 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay. All the way. Now I'd like you to take one leg out only and go up and down. We're going to do 8. 2. 3. So it's out to about your eye. 4. We bring it a little bit. So we do eye, ear, shoulder. 5. So you think of those dimensions. 6. Straight feet. 7. I'm going a little bit slow because I want you to go to each vertebrae. 8. All right. Now out to the ear. 1. And we're going to then do this again. 2 with both legs. 3. I want a stable roll first. 4. And one that doesn't wrap your other hip. 5. So that's why we're doing this position, because it keeps this leg, the opposite leg, in our center support system. 7 and 8. All right, out to the shoulder. 1. All right, you can feel that on the hip. 2. Feels good. On this side, it'll feel like hell on the other side. 3. 4. Not pushing hard into your hands at all. 5. It's just holding you up, right? 6. You can separate those fingers to make sure that you're not pushing hard into the hand. 7 and 8. All right, let's bring it in. So now we take both of them to the eye. Now you can feel the other hip come across. 2. Nice. 3. I want you to get full range of motion, so go all the way to the top, but don't go off the strong stuff. 5, right? And make sure your head's over your tailbone. You're going to feel some real pinching in your neck. 7. And the position of your hands does count. If you have them rotated out, you're going to feel more pinch in your neck. 8. Now, what I'd like you to do here is to drop the leg. Just stay in this position and go 1, drop it out. 2, 3, 4. So we're separating the elements as much as possible. 5, because we want to get in the intricacies here. 7 and 8. Hold it there, up and down for 8. 1. That really feels good on the hip. 2. This is where we start to really feel it taken into segments, right? The other part is lifted off the roller, so you're getting this part all together. Good. 2 more. All right, bring that leg up. We're taking over to the ear. I'm rolling back into my background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, feeling the depth, and 8. All right, you're going to slide that leg forward. 1 to an almost extension. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Leave it out there, up and down. 1, flap that foot up and down. 2, doesn't that emphasis feel really effective? 4, maybe if you haven't been on a plane, it's not such a big deal. 5, 6, 7, yes, and 8. Now I'd like you to lift and lower that lower leg. 1, 2, make sure this hip is still over there. 3, an extension, right? 4, 5, 6, and again, not pushing too hard with your arms. 7 and 8, leave it up there, up and down. 1, woohoo! 2, feels really amazing. 3, because we're letting all the weight fall on it. 4, that's the magic of the roller. It's body weight. 5, 6, 7, good job. And 8, put those legs back together and over the shoulder. So we have a little bit more of a wrap. Up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, feeling it. 6, 7, and 8. Put the heel on top of the knee. 1, 2, really feeling it. 3, 4, belly button to spine, supports your back. 5, 6, 7, good job. And 8, slide it over and take it again. So what we've done by crossing the leg is really expand that muscle in the back. And you can get more of the surface of it, more of the depth as well. 6, 7, and 8. Now put those legs together. We're going to come over onto our hip into a hip position and up and down the side. Good. For some reason, I'm starting to sweat. So it's really purging the adhesions in my body. 4 more. 4. Good. 3. Nice. 2. Make sure you're looking in the direction, not twisting your head. 1. All right, let's bring ourselves back to center. You stretch those legs out. You're going to find the bottom leg, it's now longer than the top leg. So we got to get onto that. Slip off. All right. Leg out to the eye. Up and down. 1, 2, 3. So we're doing the kind of anchored one first. 4, 5. Nice. 6, 7, and 8. Now over to the ear. 1. I forgot what I was doing. 2. Just getting that stabilized position first. 4. Light on the hands. 5. Open fingers. 6. You could also be holding weights or putting them on blocks or pillows. 7 and 8. And then over to that shoulder. 1, 2. Sweeping away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it back to center. Now take both of them to the eye, up and down. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now drop it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathing. And 8. Hold it out there, up and down. 1, 2. I knew this side would be more profound. 3. And I have not even gotten that far. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring them back together. Over to the ear. We got a lot to do here. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head on the spine. 6, 7, and 8. Push it out. 1, 2. Find that perfect position in your lumbar to land when you do this. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Up and down. 1, 2. Lock the foot. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can be doing longer strokes in mine, so you might be taking longer. And 8. Now lift and lower. 1, 2. My leg feels so heavy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we hit that roll. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 2 more. Last one. All right, put them together. Take it out to the shoulder. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Up here. 1, 2. It's pushing hard into that hip. 3. Feels good. 4. I really want the release. 5, 6. Nice. 7, and 8. Cross it over. Let's go. 1, 2. Don't lose that opening though. It can drift to the center, so you want to push it out there. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go over to that hip. All right, up and down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so dreamy. 4, 5, 6. Nice. 7. Nice job. And 8. Good job. All right, let's go down to the back. All right, you are putting it at the bottom of your ribcage. You're wrapping your arms around your head. You're going up and down. We're going to go slow. I want to do it on the count of 10. So start at the bottom of your ribcage. 1, 2, 3. Pushing each time. 4, 5, 6. Keep going your shoulders. 7, 8, 9. Top of the shoulders. 10. And take it down. 1, 2. So you're going to figure out smaller increments. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't let yourself come off the rib cage. Let's go again for 8. 1, 2, 3. So a little bit bigger moves. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it there. Take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's do for 6. 1, 2, 3. Covering more territory. 5 and 6. Take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now 4. So much bigger moves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take it down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take it down. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2. 4 times. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 more. 1, 2, 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come right below your shoulder blades and go side to side. Oops, I'm out of the screen. Side to side, over and over and over and over. Oh, this feels so good. 8, 7. Just keep your arms tight. 5, 4. Oh, crunch, crunch, 2 and 1. Hold it over there. Reach the top arm over the top, reaching the fingertips to the floor. Come back to the center, other side. Reach over. Come back to the center and up and down in any way that you want for 4. We're going to do the neck in a second. Just have your fun here. Okay, now we're going to take it up at the shoulder blades. You drop your head all the way back, looking behind you. Let the roller stop between your skull and your shoulders and let it reshape that C curve, that C lumbar. All right, bring it to the tops of your shoulders. You're going to get nice reshape of the cervical curve and then bring it all the way down. Let's do that one more time, slowly, and then tilt it back, let it drop in there. Now I'd like you to put your glutes down and then come over onto your side, keeping it in that neck. Let's keep it in that neck. That hurts too much, don't do it, right? Because that's a very intense move. And then over to the other side. And just really know that cervical curve gets a lot of crushing. All right, take the roller and I want you to put it under your heels. Okay, so I'm going to scoot up the mat a little bit. So I have it on do diagonally because it's just not going to be that kind. So we're going to do basically bridges. Now, what's important about the bridges is that your roller comes in and your body goes up at the same time. It's simultaneous. So it has that low, slow lift and low, slow return. Good. Low, slow lift. You want to get up high, right behind your heart, low, slow return. Now you might need to adjust your roller because it shifts with we have a tendency to use pressure differently on each side. So the side that's more dominant, you're probably going to push a little more and then it's going to respond by flopping the roller. Low, slow push. Low, slow return. All right, 3 more. Slow push. Low, slow return. 2 more. Low, slow lift. Low, slow return. Last one, and we're going to stay there for a few seconds. Hold it. Just hold it. Make sure your feet are parallel. They're not turning out or turning in. Just hold it nice and long. And then bring it all the way down. Nice job. I want you to curl up and then lift yourself up out of your seat, nice and high. Come to one side. Putting your hand on your calf, one hand behind you, and rotate. And then to the other side. All right, we're going to get onto the roller. So that means we have to put our mat beside it. Now, we're not going to do anything aspirational today. We're mostly doing things that address airplane body. So lucky for you. Lucky for me, mostly. Right? We come down on our roller the same way we come down on our Pilates mat. We sit at the end. We curl ourselves all the way down vertebrae by vertebrae. We lift our glutes, take them down the roller, wiggle our upper body up. I want to start with our alignment procedure. So for those of you who don't know, that's 1 minute of deep breathing up and down the spine, feeling the intensity of the roller inside that body in the alignment. And then the second minute is a flow. So you can close your eyes and breathe softly, or you can repeat the first minute if you feel like you need more. So what's important here is that you bring your arms as close to the roller as possible so you get that huge opening in the front. All right, starting with the first minute in 3, 2, 1. Deep breathing. Really feel the flow up and down your spine. Belly button in so that you can really support yourself. You're halfway there. I'm trying to release everything that I can that's all kind of nested inside me. Yes. All right, we're on the second half. You can keep your arms very tight to the roller, or you can put them on your belly. Nice, soft breathing. Ten more seconds. This one feels so good. Always goes too fast. And put your hands at your side. I want you to curl yourself up till you're sitting on the roller. On the end. Take your legs out just a little bit, okay? We are going to do some back curls, backward curls. So we're going to curl straight back, opening that back, and then bringing it up. Not all the way up to straight. You don't want to like push down in this curve. You want to make it so soft, all right? Keep your head on your spine, let your eyes follow the exercise, not lead it, right? 3 and 4. Now come on up, put one hand down. This is my left hand, so I'm going to curl into the left side and reach up 4 times. 2. So if you're doing right, you're doing right. That's fine. 3 and 4. And bring it up. Hand down, arm up. 1. And to the right side. 2. Do a little curl. 3 and 4. Come back to center. Arms are up. You're just going to hold yourself back in a curl, and you're going to lift to your eyes and lower to your mouth. 2. Feel that movement in the back. 3, 4. Going for 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring yourself all the way up and take that turn again. Breathe into it. Just going to hold it for a little bit here. And then to the other side. Come back to the center. And let's slide all the way down again. And then just let it release. Nice job. Now we're actually going to do a crossover. The crossover is great for this circumstance because it opens all the angles. Usually when we're today when we'll be doing the back, everything's been kind of in the straight vertical plane. So we're going to go diagonal. So curl yourself up first. You're going to put one hand down and take the legs to tabletop, both of them, if you can. Extend one leg out. You're going to the center and across and center. We're actually going to do 20 on each side too, because this is very supportive. 3, 4, 5, 6, cross the midline, 7, good, 8, 9, look through the thighs, not at the feet, 10 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to bring them to tabletop. Lower our head down just for a minute for a rest. Good. Put your hand at the bottom of the head, right? The bottom of the head. Take the foot out. 1, 2, 3. Again, keep your eyes low. 4, you're going to be pushing back on your neck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. All right, the legs are at tabletop. You lower down, take one leg down and the other leg down. Nice job. We're going to slide onto our mats and let our backs open up. Let's get that all open. I'm going to do a little rotation here. Just let everything open up. Don't do anything. As a matter of fact, take it to butterfly so that you can really be open. So the bottom of the feet are together. Just let it open up before we go into our stretch. Nice. All right, then bring them back together. I'm going to rotate my mat a little bit. What I'd like you to do is bring your legs up tabletop, or bring your legs to the floor, lift yourself into grid, and get onto that roller. Here we go, onto that roller. We're going to do a couple of different warm-ups for the stretch today. We're going to start with the full happy baby pose. So that means our legs come to tabletop. Then we rotate our knees down, grab our toes with our peace fingers maybe, and lower our knees down to our shoulders. Just getting everything open together. Yeah, just feel that. Here comes the sun. I'm getting blinked out. All right. Put one leg at tabletop, the other leg across from it, and put the elbow into it right here. So as you can see, I'm doing a widening of the hips for this stretch today. Then switch to the other side, same thing. All right, come together. Let's lift our legs straight up, bend them into a flex, bend them into a point, bend them into a flex, really flex it. Really, you want to turn the toes down toward your face. Bend into a point, so it's just not flat. It's a rotated foot down. Good, and then to a point, because I really want to lengthen the back of the leg. And now just point them. So you should have, we should be a little more prepared. So you're going to bring one leg forward. You're going to push the other leg down. Straighten both legs out if you can. You're going to massage that groin muscle if you choose to. Big inhale and exhale, lower. Big inhale and exhale, lower. Big inhale and exhale, lower. And that's going to be a 30-second hold. So micro movements, pay attention to them. If you feel more released, yay, that's what we're here for. And again, massaging this helps release the hamstring on the other side. That's how complicated this hip groin area is. Yeah. Only 10 more seconds. That seemed to go so fast. There we go. All right, release your hand off of there. Take the other leg to straight up. So we're in our staggered position right here. This is a walking position, and both legs are pointed, right? You're just going to hold them there. You're going to flex both feet. Ooh, point both feet. Flex both feet. Ouch. Point both feet. Flex both feet. And then turn them out. Now, if that hurts your knee or anything, the rotations, bend the knee a lot or don't do it at all. Knee down a little bit more. Just hold that. Now point it and rotate inward. Bring them to parallel. Lower the bottom leg. Take the top leg out to the side. You can put a little pressure on the inner thigh, but you don't want the other side to come up at all. So when you're on the floor, it actually opens more than it does on the roller. I'm running into my wall, so that's part of my problem. And then bring the leg up, hang onto the roller as you roll over to that side, then turn away from it. And then bring it back to center and put it into a tree or number 4 position or whatever you want to call this, and bring it down. I have my elbow pushing against my inner thigh. Slide it off, and then we go into our stretch. Big inhale and exhale, lower. Now we're on the other side. Big inhale and exhale, lower. Big inhale and exhale, lower, and that's 30 seconds. Beautiful job. All right, release it. Bring the other one up to the straight up position. Flex both feet. Ouch. Point both feet. Flex both feet. Point both feet. Flex both feet. Point both feet. Flex and turn them out. Now this one looks totally different from the other side. Good. Enjoy. Look at the ceiling. Don't turn your head. Point and turn them all the way in. Lower the bottom leg. Take the top leg out to the side. Lift up, hand comes across, you hang on to the roller as the foot comes around to that rotation. Come on up, put the knee, foot across, and bring your hand underneath. You can push with your elbow. Nice. Bring them up, put them both to tabletop. We're gonna do bicycles out. We're gonna get some more fluidity. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 1, scoop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring them straight up. They should both be the same length, hopefully. Heels together, balls together, then rotate into a turnout. Just hold it. Got that nice quad definition here. And then relax them and take them out into the V. Make sure they're staying over the hips. There we go. Just let them sink. I want them to sink all the way down and then swing. I'm always so glad when I have other people who are interested in roller with me, so I can continue to design workouts and stretches and myofascial release for all of us. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let them swing. Yeah. Soften the knees. Come together for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One leg to tabletop, the other leg to tabletop. One foot to the floor, the other foot to the floor. Lift up, take the roller out. Stay up there. Slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. Let it spread out. Put the bottom of those feet together. You want to feel all kinds of cascading here. Good. Breathe. Bring the back leg to the front. The back arm to the front. Push yourself up into your comfortable seated position, whatever works for you. Lift your head over your tailbone. Nice job. Roll your shoulders back 4 times. And then forward 4 times. And let's bring those hands to the middle. Breathe it up and down. 2 more up and down. Last time up and down. Thank you for coming to roller today. It was all about the lumbar and about the hips and opening up those really tight spaces. I hope you come back to this one. It's going to give you so much release.